What's going on, everybody on YouTube? This is DJKICKS here, coming at you with another video. I want to get into the first episode of Heat, Hype, or Pass. So this is going to be an episode of where we're going to be taking a look at the week of releases for sneakers, either giving them a heat, so saying that is a definitely must cop, going to give them a hype, just if the hype is just going to be too real, or if they're going to just be a complete pass, trash sneaker, don't want to mess with it. So without further ado, let's get into this week's releases and try to see which ones are going to be comping, which ones are going to be passing. So first up, coming here on August 9th, we are looking at the Nike Shox BB4 in the metallic silver colorway. I remember Vince Carter rocking these back in the day. It's definitely a cool looking shoe. Don't really remember when the last time these actually retroed, but I know that Vince Carter wore these, I think, for most of the 2018-2019 season. Definitely a dope shoe. Definitely I like the colorway. I was always big into Shox, the basketball version as well as just the regular runner version. These are pretty cool with like the silver blocking and then the black on the like tongue part there, and then the purple hit with the Shox on the back. I like it. It's a pretty cool looking shoe. I'm definitely going to be calling this, I would say heat for sure. With the retail price at $160, I'm probably going to be not going after these. I don't think these are going to be selling out anytime soon. So I think these are going to be definitely sitting on the shelves. Probably could catch these on a sale or something like that. So might go after them then, but I'm definitely going to have to not be going after them too hard, especially with some of the other releases coming out this week. So going to be passing on these, but I definitely think these are for sure heat. Also releasing on August 9th is going to be the Air Max 1 Sketch to Shelf pack. This is going to be a Air Max 1 pack. It's going to be coming out in a white, all white over colorway, as well as an all black over colorway, with a few hits of white on there, and then a few hits of like black on the white pair. I think these are definitely a dope concept. I mean, Air Max 1s are one of my favorite models. I have a couple of them. Definitely a good shoe. For me, I like to see a little bit more color in Air Max 1s just because they are, an OG shoe. I like those, OG colorways, the, white, red, blue, and white, stuff like that. I think it's definitely a dope concept. I like that they, put like the sketch, notes on, like when Tinker was actually making these shoes. So I think they're a cool concept for sure. Retail price of these guys are going to be $150. I'm gonna call these heat. I mean, the Air Max 1s to me are a classic. Always a good shoe. For me, I'm not going to be actively going after these. I don't think these are going to be selling out along with those Nike Shox. So I might be able to catch these on like a sale or something like that. I might pick them up, if they're going to be discounted. As far as getting them for retail price, though, don't think I'm going to be getting these guys on the day of release. Then next up, we have a pack coming out. I'm not exactly sure what the pack is called. I think it's called like the Script Swoosh, I believe. It's going to be a few shoes. So it's going to be an Air Force 1 Low. It's going to be a Nike React Element 55. It's going to be a Air Max 97, and then along with an Air Max Plus. Main colors in this pack are going to be white, red, and black. I definitely like the 97s. They're a cool color. 97s for me are definitely a good shoe. I have the silver bullets, definitely a good shoe. I like that 97. The Air Force 1 Low is cool. I've always been a big fan of Air Force 1 Lows. It's definitely a good looking sneaker. The Nike React Element 55 even looks pretty cool. I like that one because it's actually all over black as opposed to like the all over white like the other ones are. I definitely like that shoe. I mean, and especially with that React technology in there. That React technology is definitely comparable to Boost with like the Ultra Boost and everything like that. So I definitely like those. I think the pack is pretty cool. I mean, I'm going to call the pack just as an overall heat. I'm not too big of a fan of Air Max Pluses, but even those look decent. Not sure on the prices on all of these. I'm going to double check real quick. Like so I'm just going to these over my phone, but I think they're going to be ranging between the $120 to $140 mark, which isn't too bad. For most shoes, I think the 97s might be a little bit more just because 97s are usually a little bit more. Yeah, the 97s are actually going to be retailing at $170. So I'm going to call the whole pack heat. As for me trying to get any of those, I think the only one I might be really after is that React Element 55. I don't actually own a pair of React Element 55, so I can't say like what they are as far as comfort wise goes. But I mean, I think they look cool. I like the black, the mainly black with the script on the side and a little bit of white hit, along with the red blocking as well. So I think I might be going after those. I'm gonna call the whole pack Heat. They are dropping August 10th. Not sure, what the release is going to be like for those. But definitely might be going after those React Only 55s. And yeah, so definitely a cool pack. Let's call it Heat. So then next up we have the SpongeBob and Nike Kairi collab coming out. So I think these I don't know if it was considered a shock drop or not, but I think these had released prior on just like a pre-release for all of the colorways. So there's going to be a Patrick Star colorway on the Kairi 5, a Kairi 2 Low Sandy Cheeks, a Kairi 5 SpongeBob, Kairi 5 Squidward, and then a Kairi 2 Low Mr. Krabs. I think overall, generally, and these are also coming out on August 10th. I forgot to mention that, but I think actually with these shoes, I like the concept. The concept is cool. I'm not sure if any of these shoes came with like a cool box or anything like that, but I envision Nike might be doing something like that. I like what they look like. I like the collab. I like the cool, putting in a kid's cartoon with the shoes is always something that's going to be appealing to the younger crowd. So I think these are definitely cool. I'm going to call this whole entire pack Heat. Not exactly sure where the models are going as far as like price wise goes. Looks like they're going to be retailing for around 130. Not a bad price. Only thing with me is I'm not too big of a fan of the Kairi 5 model. Don't get me wrong, I think these shoes are definitely cool, and I'm definitely going to mark them as Heat, but don't think I'm going to be going after them myself. But I think they're going to be Heat, and I like the way the pack looks, so let's go ahead and mark these as Heat. And then next up, we have another, pretty much the big hitter of the weekend, the Air Jordan 6 PSG coming out on August 10th, Saturday. The retail price on this guy is going to be $225, so a little bit more expensive than most Jordan retros. I'm going to call this one straight Heat. Jordan 6 is one of my favorite models. I just love the the blocking on the colors on most of the Jordan 6s, along with that big pull tongue on the top. Just love the model in general. These colors on here are definitely great and definitely reminiscent of like a Bordeaux 7, which is definitely one of my favorite shoes of all time. But this Jordan 6 is definitely going to be Heat for me. I'm going to be going after this one for sure. I think this is going to be releasing on Nike sneakers 10 a.m. Not sure what the map looks like as far as like release for like foot sites, so like Foot Locker, Champs, and all the other stores. I'll see if I can find an image of that and put it up here somewhere just to show the map of the availability on it. I've been looking, and I don't think the resale for like early pairs is all that much, not much more than retail. So I'm not sure if these are going to be a little bit more widely produced than some people may think. So these might be a little bit easier to get. I'm hoping. So hopefully, like on Nike sneakers, it's not like a draw situation. Never hit on any of those things. So hopefully it's just a first come first serve type of deal. I'm actually going to be out most of the day Saturday from like morning till night. So I'm only really going to be able to try to hit on sneakers. So hopefully that happens. Definitely going to be going after these. We're going to stamp these as Heat. And then for the start of the week next week, coming out on August 12th, we have the Nike SB times Jordan 1 Low UNC colorway. This is also an Eric Costin collab. So he's a professional skateboarder. Used to be really big in a skateboard. I didn't do it myself, but I played all of the skateboard video games. So being able to see these low top sneakers that are pretty much made for skaters coming out, and like awesome OG looking style shoes, especially with this UNC colorway. I think it's a dope concept. Materials actually look pretty decent on these guys. I'm looking at official images now. Leather looks pretty good. I mean, normally on Jordan 1s, you get pretty much like that crappy, fake kind of looking leather. These guys look pretty decent. Coming out on August 12th for a retail price of $110. I don't think anybody should not try to go after these. I think these are going to be on sneakers as well. Like I said, I'll try to show like the map of like the foot sites over here somewhere, just to kind of show you what the availability looks like there. But I'm definitely going to be going after these. UNC Blue is one of my favorite colors, and then the Jordan 1 model, especially Jordan 1 Lows, is definitely one of the models that I definitely love. So definitely going to be going after these. We're going to give these a stamp of Heat. So then for the next release, coming out August 13th, we have the Stranger Things times Nike pack. So this is going to consist of a Nike Tailwind, a Nike Blazer, and then a Nike Cortez. Don't really know too much about the show Stranger Things, and don't fraud me about that. I haven't watched it. I know a little bit about it, and the collab looks pretty cool. The materials on these guys look pretty decent. They looks like either like a suede or a corduroy looking material, with that beige colorway on all, and then a little bit of like red hits and black hits on the tongue and the back. I actually seen a review of these guys on Twitter, I think, and actually if you take like a lighter to the material, it burns away and then reveals another material underneath, which I think is denim. Yeah, it looks kind of like a denim material underneath. So when you burn it, it shows that denim, which is actually pretty cool. So with this being like a collab, I think it's actually coming with. It looks like it's coming with like a couple of pins or something like that, which is pretty cool with that. Not sure what the boxing is gonna look like, but I think the collab is cool. I mean, the collab is awesome. It's always cool, seeing Nike do things with things that you really wouldn't expect them to, like the SpongeBob collab, and now doing the Stranger Things collab. I like the concepts. I know they have like clothing out for it as well, and I think they did a release of some other shoes. But for this pack, I'll probably stamp it as hype, just because I don't think any of these models are really anything that people would normally go after. But with this being a collab and having that extra cool little thing with the burning of the materials to reveal the underneath, I think that's pretty cool. So I'm going to mark these as hype. I think these are going to be retailing for $120 a piece. I'm not sure the availability on these guys, if they're going to be a little bit limited or not. But yeah, I'm going to mark them as hype. I'm not going to be going after them just because I'm not really too big on these models. I mean, I like Blazers. They look cool. Tailwinds, I'm not a big fan of. I've really never owned a pair of Tailwinds. And then Cortezes, I mean, they're Cortez. They're cool. But definitely going to be passing them to myself. But we'll mark them as hype. And then to kind of round out the week, for the looks like from the 14th to the 15th, we're going to be having some Nike Joyride releases. Looks like on the 14th, we're getting a Joyride NSW. Not sure what that means, but it looks like a little bit different of a model than the other ones. Looks like it's a white colorway with a little bit of bolt hits, and then that Joyride material in the sole there with the multicolor. Looks like red and yellow. I mean, I like the colors. I like bright colors on shoes. I'm not a huge fan of that model. I mean, it looks kind of cool, and hopefully that that technology that's built into that shoe is cool. But I think so. This one comes out on August 14th, and this is going to be retailing at $190. For me, with that retail price, it would have to be an extraordinary looking shoe. And for me, I'm gonna have to pass on this guy. I'm not really feeling that at all. And then on the 15th, we're going to be getting some releases of the Joyride Run Flyknit. So it looks like there's going to be a black and white colorway coming out with like an Oreo cookie looking Joyride material in the bottom there. And then it looks like there's going to be a platinum tint, they're calling it. Looks like a white or cream looking colorway with a little bit of like a teal blue color, and then a little bit more darker blue in the Nike check there. And then some orange and blue Joyride, I guess they're calling them beads. I don't know what they're calling them, but that's in the bottom there. And then there's also going to be a couple of women's only releases in the Joyride, and the Optic Black and the Optic Pure. Out of those four, I like the black and white colorway. I like that a lot. I mean, Nike runners for me, I really like Nike runners that are within like the black and white colorways and stuff like that. Just because if it is a pure runner and you're going to be running, you don't want them to get all that dirty. So black is really going to be the thing to go to. So I like the black and white colorway. The other colorways, not so much. I'm going to have to call all of these Joyride runs passes until I really see them in hand. I'd like to see what that material feels like with the Joyride and see if it's really worth getting. But I'm going to have to pass on these guys for now. And then to round out the week of releases, on Saturday, August 17th, we will be getting, looks like the highly anticipated Air Jordan 1 women's release satin black toe. So basically this is going to be a Jordan 1 black toe with a little bit of remix materials. Looks like it's got a pretty decent looking leather on the white and the black panels. And then on the back with the red section, it's actually going to be a satin material with a black wings logo. I've always been a fan of Jordan 1s, especially the black toe colorway. I think it's definitely one of the best colorways. For me, I don't own a pair of Air Jordan 1 black toes, so this is one that I'm probably going to be going after. Even though it's a women's only release, I still like the way it looks, as being a black toe. and then especially with the satin on the back. So I think these are going to be a high ticket item. I think these are going to sell out pretty quickly, and I think the resale is going to be pretty high on these guys. I think I've seen pairs going for like upwards of 1,000 already for like early pairs. For me, I'm gonna call these heat. I know they're probably gonna be a hype shoe, but I'm gonna call these heat. I love the Jordan 1 black tone colorway. Throw a little bit of satin on the back. It looks cool. I like it. I'm gonna be trying to go after these, if not to keep, but to definitely maybe flip on these guys. I know that's kind of sucks, with reselling, but I like it. If I'm able to keep it, I'll keep it. If not, definitely resell, and that's if I get my hands on it. Retail price on these guys is going to be $160. That's pretty standard on the Jordan 1 model. Not sure what the release is going to look like on these guys. I don't think these are even loaded into sneakers just yet. So more to come on that for sure. If I find any kind of like links to anything or anything like that, I'll definitely be sure to add those into the description. But we're going to be calling these guys heat, and I'm definitely going to be going after these. So that's going to about wrap it up for the video today. Like I said, just wanted to run through the week of releases, see what is going to be heat, what I'm thinking is going to be hype, and then other shoes that I thought were just a complete pass for me. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like this video. Comment below the shoes that you plan on picking up, the shoes that maybe you thought were heat, hype, or considered a pass. Make sure to leave me a comment below and let me know how that was. And then definitely subscribe for more videos. This has been DJ Kicks here, and we'll catch you with another video. Peace.